Sucking on my own dick. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my own dick. Sucking on my dick. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our own dicks. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our dicks. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my dicks.
All right, it is the hour of cowardice. Welcome.
Yeah, we're still we're still in quarantine.
Yeah, this is my big treat for the week, is I get to see one friend.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, it's work. We've monetized our friendship, so in a way, sometimes when we hang out and it's not doing the podcast, I'm like, what a waste.
I agree. Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm like, we could be selling T-shirts
That's right.
now.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited for that at this point, I was excited for the T-shirt money, and now I'm like desperate for the T-shirt money.
Now you're like,
Matt, if you're listening. But
let's get that paywall up, buddy.
Yeah.
We love you, but we're we're in the woods.
It's a damn pandemic. And it might last
forever.
Everyone's like, this is gonna go away in the summer, and I'm like, you know that they have it in India where it's like 95 degrees right now.
Mm-hmm. Also, like, I haven't heard anything about like how India's handling it at all. Like, it's gonna fucking burn through.
You haven't seen the videos?
No.
There are videos of how India's handling it. It's very funny. The cops are going around with not even like they don't even look like official police batons. They look like items. It looks like they told them to get creative. And people who they see out, they go, "Hey!" and they smack them on the back, and they smack them until they run into the nearest building.
Yeah, because they don't have an assigned home.
No.
The way the slum works in India is just whatever building you're nearest to when the sun goes away, that's where you sleep.
I follow. I'll send it to you. There's a supercut of Indian cops smacking people who are outside.
Folks, you would best not be outside in India right now.
Yeah, but it's they're record low levels of pollution. And again, I'll say this about, I know I keep saying this, but dude, driving here today, I've never seen. I realized the mountains in Burbank are way closer than they appear.
They're so close
because it's usually with the fog, you think that it's no, they're right there.
Mm-hmm.
LA is so crystal clear right now.
Yeah, I know.
It's nice.
Yeah, you know, which is what it's going to always look like in 100 years when none of us are here.
100 years.
Mm-hmm.
I
think we're going to have, here's the thing, things are going to get real bad. And then we're going to have the wasteland. Mm-hmm. But that's only going to last like 1-2 generations.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, the wasteland is coming up, I would say, single or double digits away from the wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, triple digits is like, you got a lot of faith.
Yeah, I was thinking about this today because, like, you know, I have all these fantasies about what I'm going to do in the wasteland and how I'm going to survive and lead my army of men. And then I realized, I'm like, wait, but I want to die now. I can't. Where do I think this drive to live is going to come from when life is hell?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Also, like, the coronavirus will still be around in the wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing.
Yeah. Or, you know, maybe it's one of those situations where it kills everyone on Earth except for, like, the 3% of people who are immune.
Oh, that could be cool.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a nice little plot, right?
Yeah. And then what's that look like? What are those people like?
I don't know.
It'd be nice.
Is it one specific race?
Let's not even go there. I don't think so.
It's only Taiwanese people. Take that, China.
Hey, that's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
like
found
Taiwanese
an angle.
people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like Taiwanese people a lot.
Let the record show.
Let the record please show. We love Taiwan. We from the beginning. I don't know if we've been saying it, but it's been an unspoken truth. We love the Taiwanese.
Mm-hmm. We believe it's its own country, or is whichever one's the good opinion. I forget.
You're thinking of Tibet.
Oh yes.
You're not really ingratiating yourself to these.
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking of Tibet the whole time. So
Well, Taiwan is also very similar to. I mean, you know what? Out of my depth. The words began to leave my lips, and I said, I really don't know that. It's just from eyeballing it, and that's probably the worst way to classify Asian countries.
it's just based on your best memory of a map.
No, based on, it's even worse than that, based on what the people look like. It's basically the worst way to generalize what Asian countries are.
And by that you mean just what the women look like.
Yes. Absolutely.
You're like, oh, Cambodians. Well, their nipples look kind of halfway between Korean and Japanese. So,
You know what the most fucked up thing is? I don't agree with that. If we're talking about Cambodian nipples, that's not an accurate assessment.
I know. I was thinking on my feet.
It was good.
Well, look, we'll edit in later the official Coward Hour ranking of. I'm not even going to
The different Asian nipples.
Different Asian nipples.
Hey, man.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think that's. Why is that bad? We love all. Number one. Here's the thing.
Well, first of all, we're going to say Asians have the best nibbles.
They do, but so yes, and because it's all under the umbrella of the best, it's like, but look, let's talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Let's sit down and have an honest conversation about.
It's like look, you all have perfect GPAs, but one of you is valedictorian.
Right. Exactly.
Which I don't mean to be an Asian stereotype.
You know what?
I feel like this podcast has been getting even more racist.
It has. I think it's because the outside world has come to like a screeching halt, and like what are they gonna do? What is anybody gonna do?
Yeah. Comedy Store's running people's credit cards just on the slide.
I know, yeah, friend Alice Hamilton.
Yeah.
Friend of the show. The Comedy Store just charged your credit card $8 randomly after a month of being closed. Yeah. And then what did they say? They said the reason was, well, we just turned all the systems back on, and and it's like, well, why? Why did you turn the systems back on?
Yeah. Why? Like, did you rip the power out of the building?
Yeah.
Is the Comedy Store doing so badly that the very day they stop shows, PPE comes and shuts off the power?
Yeah, and when we turn
City comes, puts a giant padlock on the front of it.
They're like, when we turn the system back on, it accidentally reran all the last transactions again. I'm like, so what did you just accidentally? That's gonna be what, like millions of dollars or something? Like that's. That's crazy. That is not how that works. That place is going to be a fucking parking garage.
$8. They're probably like, oh, well, that's how much it's going to cost to park here.
Yeah.
So we just figured that you would want to come use the parking lot.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean,
Isn't it freeing to know that like stand-up comedy is no longer real, so we can say whatever we want?
Dude, but God, man, tell that to open micers, because they are like, stand-up is living on the pathetic life support of Instagram live shows and Zoom show. I mean, my roommates did one in the kitchen the other day, and like, dark.
Jesus Christ!
I couldn't even use the kitchen. I wanted to.
You're trying to cook eggs.
I was trying to cook little hot dogs.
Are you talking skillet dogs?
I'm talking skillet dogs, Brendan.
Ooh, baby, what a treat!
You got to cook them till that skin is nice and crispy, and there's literally just juice shooting out of it into your eye.
Yeah. Anytime I've managed to cook a meal that was actually good, it did involve personal injury.
Yes. It's like, what temperature are you supposed to cook meat to? I'm like, I don't know. I go until it's burning me.
Yeah. I go until it hurts.
Yeah. I go until I have little scars on my chest from where the bacon grease jumped up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. You got to go shirtless, because otherwise you don't know when the pan's hot enough.
Yeah. but yeah, everybody's doing these fucking Zoom shows, and it's like, stop it. And the weirdest thing about them is, so like, you can see the audience. So like the Zoom hangout, and it must be a maximum of like 3 people or something?
4 people.
So it's like you, 7 other comics, and then 3 people who are not comics, and you're all like on the same size screen.
So you can look dead in one person's eyes as they stare blankly at their iPad.
Blank, or even worse, like all the fake laughter is like at the same level. It's all just like fucking coming out of your phone.
And is there a delay? So like you hit the punchline and then there's a pause and then 3 people go, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, straight. Yeah, no, I mean, my they claimed it was fun, but like it sounded from my room, it sounded so dark. It sounded like the death rattle of stand-up.
Oh man, dude, we gotta do like an edit of the First Reformed clip where he's just like looking horrified at the screen, and then it cuts to like hot tub online, and then it cuts back and he's just like, oh.
He just shuts it. Yeah. He just shuts it and immediately looks at a bomb vest.
Yeah, you know, I always dreamed of like when I personally ended stand-up comedy, it would involve some sort of you know, I'm not gonna say mass shooting, but some sort of some kind of big commotion in public. We'll just say that. But now I know it's gonna have to be more like Fight Club. Like I'm gonna have to go to Google and blow up servers.
Yeah, I always knew. When I finally. I wish that I had ended stand-up with some sort of mass verb, you know? Any verb on a mass level, I think is how I wish I had gotten out of stand-up.
Yeah, I wish that, you know, me ending had affected hundreds of people's lives forever.
Yeah.
In any way. Look,
Make them remember that, at
you
least.
cannot make me pin down what way. If you're listening to this, you cannot prove what way.
I just want people to be glad. Like, you want to do something that makes everybody say, "Oh, it's good that that's gone." You want to somehow bring the country together. You know, like if only it had been a stand-up on Flight 93.
Oh,
Like if
man.
only that had been who blew the Twin Towers up.
That would be perfect.
Fucking Gallagher.
Yeah, I always thought that the last act of The King of Comedy was kind of
Anticlimactic.
anticlimactic. Oh man, well the Zoom thing is sick because looking at people's disinterested faces during comedy is one of my favorite things. And now with like 4K Netflix specials, you can really zoom in on like the crowd. You can really just pause and find like just a woman in the background like, ugh.
Well, dude, I that's my favorite thing, especially because they did it with the short sets, like the one that Tim Dillon did, because all of the people there, I watched it with my friend who like recognized like 10 of her friends in the front row, and I was like, what do they do? She's like, oh, they do mostly extra work. So like, you know, it's all fucking paid. The people there don't really want to see comedy.
No.
And every time they cut to them, you see like 1 out of 10 laughing. But just like a million, you know.
The one fan who like started a like had to go to central casting at 6 a.m. to get tickets.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's such a crazy way to like see and you know, like if people wanted these specials, Netflix should have no problem like filling the seats. They should be making fucking money off of it.
Yeah.
Honestly, like,
yeah, that's true.
They should be selling tickets.
Yeah, I heard someone on a podcast, they said like you shouldn't be able to tape a special in a venue that you couldn't sell out anyway.
Exactly.
And it makes sense, you know, which is why I just do this podcast. You know, I don't have that much going on.
Right. I remember for the we went to go see when we saw like the Dan Soder, Nate Bargatze, Fortune Feimster special. This is all of them together. It was way too much fucking comedy. Tim and I went. Tim Kish.
Is that 4 hours?
It wound up being because again, it's also like you're on set, so like, you know, Brody Stevens, R.I.P., was there, like keeping everybody hyped up. But in addition to him, there were a bunch of like PAs and fucking producers who were just like yelling at you to sit up straight, telling you that you couldn't go to the bathroom. We were in a restaurant, but like you weren't allowed to have a drink. There was no food, no nothing. It was just like the most tense, uncomfortable environment. And like people kept getting fed up. So if you watch like Dan Soder's set. Oh no! I'm sorry. It was because they filmed it on like 2 separate nights. But you can like the audience completely changes like shot to shot. But there's also a part where a table leaves because I remember when a table left and like every time it cuts back, like they cut around it obviously, but like
Those people just like bailed on the money.
yeah. Well, no. I think no. Actually, yeah, they probably did bail on the money because we went because. Like Kelly's company had like reserved spots, so that's how we went. But yeah, it was seat fillers, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Damn.
No, yeah, it was the worst way I've ever seen comedy. I saw like 2 of my favorite comics and couldn't enjoy it because it was a fucking like production.
Yeah. I mean, you'd think that they would just be like, all right, well, we'll just do this in the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Or the Improv.
A club. We harp on this before, but record a fucking CD. Just
I
record
love
a CD.
CDs. Yeah. Well, we'll have plenty of time for CDs after the event.
Oh, CDs are coming back in a big way. Because let me tell you something.
Uh-huh.
There's no streaming when the internet goes away.
Oh, no. No, you better start burning CDRs now of your favorite podcast, Coward Hour.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll do physical releases. We'll mail it out. We'll start anonymously, just like mailing them out through the wasteland. It'll be like this.
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna mail it to. We're gonna start now. We're just gonna open the phone book and point.
Her.
Yeah.
She will be receiving.
She gets it.
She will be receiving the 5 sweeties.
Yeah. Just send one episode. There's no we don't label it.
Yeah.
The file doesn't have any name if you put it in your computer. It just plays. And we bleep out our names and anything identifiable.
Yeah, dude.
So
We'll become like it'll be like the Canterbury Tales or whatever. There'll just be these stories that are like passed down to the new generations.
I think what you meant to say is it'll be like the Bible.
Yeah, it will be. It'll be like the Bible.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm struggling talking about streaming right now. Our internet at home, we get roughly, how's your internet here? Have people been like,
It's mostly fine.
yeah, dude, we got like 1 megabit download speed.
Damn.
So like I can't stream anything. I can't do anything. I've been going fucking crazy. I've been like just listening to like shit that I have saved. I cracked out some CDs.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
That sounds real bad.
Yeah, but it's getting me ready, I feel like.
Yeah, you got to get ready.
You got to get ready.
Folks, it's time to get ready. Man, I really thought that I was going to have some sort of redemption out of this, but boy, let me tell you, it is very hard to sue your job.
Oh, yes.
It is so difficult. I tried so hard.
It's almost like it's almost like the system is a little rigged.
Yeah, you
against
think.
people trying to sue their jobs.
Or that, here's the thing. I could have sued my job for something wildly unrelated to what I was mad about, which is not the kind of person I am.
Right.
So what happened is, and again, I could get in trouble for talking about all this shit, but I don't care. I don't think anyone listens.
Yeah. Nobody from work. Although, don't people from work definitely listen? They did in the beginning.
One does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phew.
But, she was in on this. So it's okay. Oh, man. I shouldn't even be on the air.
You should not even be on there. No, go. It's too interesting.
So at my job, I think I mentioned this on another episode, we are no longer allowed to discuss the pandemic with one another. If we have any concerns about our safety or the safety of anyone else, we are supposed to email HR, and then they will handle it with leadership, and we are completely out of the equation. Which it's so illegal to tell people they can't discuss safety concerns.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's like McCarthy is like basically.
Yeah.
I'm imagining they put up like propaganda posters all throughout the fucking halls of your job.
It was crazy. And I even like I'm not a fucking lawyer, but like I'm smart enough to know that's illegal. So I just like Googled what laws it broke, and I emailed back and I'm like, hey, so that's cool. However, this does violate the California Whistleblower Act of like 1990, whatever. And then I like copy and paste the text, and they're like, well, it's funny you say that because this policy is actually designed to protect your rights.
Right.
I'm like, well, that's the opposite. So I remember a comedian friend of ours who I shouldn't say his name, I don't think. And I hit him up because he has a very funny bit about how he works at a law firm and they sue people's workplaces, but they only do time card violations. And I thought that was a bit. So I asked him, I was like, hey, is that a bit? Or like, can you do other stuff? And he's like, give me a call. So I call him at his work. I tell him about all this crazy stuff, and he's like, okay, yeah, we can definitely do something about that. Send me your time card also. So I do that, and oh, and also this was really funny. He played, because like anytime you talk to a friend who's like at their job, you don't really want to be like too casual because you're afraid that like what if someone's listening to the call, what if you're getting in trouble?
Right.
And the whole time he played it completely straight and was like very professional at the very end. He's like, I would like to assure you that blank law firm takes all matters related to Coward Hour very seriously. And I'm like, thank you, sir. So then they send me a retainer, and I'm not blaming him for any of this. I think this was all out of his hands. Also, it was very helpful to even like talk to me and stuff.
Sure.
But they send me a retainer, and it says nothing about the safety or anything, and it's just about like suing them for time card violations. So I call him again. I'm like, hey, I noticed this doesn't say anything, and he's like, that's just the standard retainer. So I sign it and everything. And then they send me like, all right, this is the letter we're going to serve your job tomorrow. And I read it, and again, it's all time code violations, which like I don't care about. Like,
yeah,
basically, it's like we were going to sue them for having me fill out my time card like somewhere approximately within 5 minutes of what I worked.
Right.
Which I mean every job does.
That is a grift if I've ever heard one. Like that is like.
Yeah. But apparently, I absolutely had a case. Like
you know what? I have a case then, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe I'll call. Okay, very interesting.
Yeah, hey, I highly recommend them.
They were very effective in the exact area that you asked them not to be.
They were so effective. I mean, I definitely, like, when I was withdrawing the case, he was like, I mean, you would get money out of this.
That's so funny.
But I just, I can't sue for something I don't give a shit about.
Dude, it's
it's not, I wouldn't feel right.
It's like the lowest stakes versions of that movie, The Box. He's just like, the wheels are already in motion, Brendan. The $500 is already in your hands.
That's for sure what I thought was going to happen, because I thought that when I signed the retainer, what that meant was that if they thought that there was a case, because they get like 38% of the settlement or whatever, I thought that meant that they were then going to do it no matter what, and it was out of my hands because they wanted their money.
No, they have a million other people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's the most. I mean, look at what the level is for that fucking lawsuit.
So I thought I was gonna like try to withdraw it, and they're like, "Look, you're in the game, man." Yeah. I thought you were in this. There's only one way out of this.
You want to back out? Brendan, I wish you'd come to me 2 days ago. I mean, maybe then we could have done something, but now you're in this with us.
Yeah.
And then he just like puts handcuffs on you.
I just go to jail.
Yeah. No, not even. They just send you to a back room in the law firm.
They just handcuff me, and then they let me go.
Yeah.
They let me go out to my car and try to drive away. I just hit a pole immediately.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's fucking. So you said that like you would have had a case about the other thing if you had gotten fired, right?
Yeah, or something like that.
Well, maybe what you do.
I think really what it is that like I think like endangering your employees and preventing them from protecting themselves, or like giving them equipment or informing each other of how to stay safe, I think that's not illegal. I think as an employer, you're just allowed to do that. And I mean, that might change because there's so much crazy shit going on right now that when this all shakes out, I'm sure there's going to be like a bunch of big class action things where it's like, did your coworker not tell you that you're, it's like, are you a skydiving instructor chained to people who had virus and you were lied to?
Had virus?
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
No, it's
dude.
so funny. Just like as your skydiver is clipping us on, he's like, all right, now you're legally obligated to tell me whether you are with virus right now.
Yeah.
My skydiving instructor told me that he was not with virus when in fact he was.
I'm so dumb.
There was virus coursing through his veins.
But yeah, so what I thought was going to happen, like, first of all, when I thought, because if it was for the safety stuff, I would feel 100% comfortable, like, because they were gonna get served while I was at work.
That's so sick.
Yeah,
So awesome.
would have been such a slam your dick down on the table move. So I'm just sitting there in the middle, like they're like, "Hey, Brendan, can we talk to you?" I'm like, "I'm on the phone." Oh yeah, your password? I can reset that for you. And they're like, "Yeah, come into my office when you're done." And I come in, they're like, "Brendan, are you suing us?" And then I would just be like, you know what? I am suing. Now that I think about it, yes. In fact, I'm suing you for endangering my life.
You just look at them. You're like, well, it certainly feels like I'm suing you. How do you feel? Do you feel like you're being sued?
Because then if they're like, "What's wrong?" I believe in that.
Right.
So I'd be like, "Well, you're putting us all in danger to try to keep us like you're putting us all in danger by preventing us from sharing important information with each other, and you're punishing people who do share that information, who do say, 'Hey, this person was sick and you were in contact with them.'
Right.
That's not allowed anymore. We're not allowed to do that."
Yeah.
But instead, like if they just got served for like time code violations,
Because you missed 78 cents.
Yeah,
Because you clocked out at like 5:02 or whatever.
yeah, because my own time card I fill out is not right because it's easier to just put 9 to 5.
That's fucking awesome that you can just sue. You can get like $2,000. You can get like $2,000.
Yeah, fucking-
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking bosses and lawyers are both evil, and it's awesome to like pit them against each other like Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah. That is exactly it. Because it's just like, because basically when I called in, I could tell like he has like a sheet of 100 questions in front of him, and he just asks different ones to you until you say yes to enough of them.
Oh, that's so awesome.
So he's like, has your boss ever talked to you about work on your break? And I'm like, maybe like once. And he's like, just once? I'm like, I mean, probably like 2 or 3 times. He's like, so 2 or 3 times.
I can hear his voice.
Because I guess like I don't know much about it. I have to assume that like the way that their business works is just every business has some amount of time code violations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny that like
Well,
it's funny that like no matter why you call in, you're like, "Hey, someone shot me and now I'm paralyzed." And they're like, "So, were you ever not compensated for gas?"
So make sure you get everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
just check all the boxes.
It's like I guess there is a lot of money that's just like floating around in the economy that actually belongs to people, and then they're like, these law firms are just like, we'll get it back.
They're like,
somehow.
"We will get you 52% of it back."
Yeah, we'll pull that money out. There's money just floating up in the ether somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Basically, it's like if you watched Better Call Saul this week, Mike does this like survival trick where you put a cup and then you put a bunch of plants around it, and then you put a tarp over that so that at night when the plants release water, it sticks to the tarp and falls into the cup. The lawyers are doing that with money, where they just like scan the sky and they're like, "There's money in there somewhere."
Yeah, they're like, we can take that 78 cents that you're owed and through alchemy turn it into a few G's.
Yeah. I mean, that would be the hilarious part, is because like the safety or whatever, I'd be like, "Yeah, fuck you. I took this money. I'm going to keep working here because you shouldn't have fucking done that."
Right.
But if I sued them and won like $2,000 and then just had to come into work the next day, it'd be so funny. It would be funny if I did that and then I come in with like a Rolex. Just like a grill. I'm just at my desk eating caviar.
Every day right at 5, you're like, well, gotta go. I'd hate to buy another watch.
Spend 100% of my money. Yeah, then the next day I come back in with Chef Boyardee. I come back and I microwave my canned pasta
Fucking
like the
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
loser I am.
Jesus Christ, Brendan.
Oh, man. I really get into them, don't I?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to sue my job.
Yeah, I mean, you probably could. Isn't it an illegal front?
I don't. If it is, I'm not aware of that,
Ah,
nor am I complicit in it.
that's true. I'm sorry.
It's very true.
But didn't you have a dream where it was a front?
Yeah, that's what it was. I had a dream. I had a dream. I remember it was before I got the job. I had a dream. I had dreams consecutively leading up to me getting the job where many people told me that the job in the dream people.
Yeah.
I don't remember their faces. They were all messed up. Some of them were shadows.
Yeah, you were looking at the clock. It kept saying different things.
Right, exactly. But yeah, they all told me. I was on a vision quest, and an eagle told me that my new job was a front.
Yeah, I mean, escape rooms, that's not a real business.
No, it's not a real
Yeah,
business
that's
at
not,
all.
there's no way. There's 3 of them turning a profit.
I know for a fact we're not turning a profit.
Yeah, I mean, you constantly say, you're like, yeah, no one came in today.
No one came in today. My bosses love discussing how we're not turning a profit.
Well, I mean, in this dream where it's a front, wouldn't your dream bosses, they want no customers so that they can put on the books that customers who don't exist were there and they paid in cash?
Well, I didn't dream it. My bosses didn't come to me in the dream. To be clear, it was other people associated with my bosses who came to me in this dream. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, dude. I honestly don't know how. I'm not even good at my job. I'll be honest. I don't know how any of it works. We seem to have an honor system with cash transactions. Where like literally like the way that our like POS, our point of sale works. Where like we really like. It's much easier if you book online, but if you do book with cash, we just like round up and then like we have a money box that is never locked that just has like at any given time like $1,100 to $2,000 in loose bills just like sitting on top. And
for sure.
and like all of our like we sell like shirts and hats and stuff, and like we don't have the prices recorded anywhere. It's just like from memory. Mm-hmm. So it's like, how much does that hat cost? It's like, well, what do I feel like?
That means no one is balancing these books.
Oh, the books are not balanced. I know, because
Oh, we have some topsy-turvy books.
let me tell you something. One time I took in, I want to say it was like $195 for a cash transaction for a game, and I like forgot to record it or something like that. Or I think that like, oh no, what it was somebody needed money back because they got a discount because they had one less player, so I had to like give them money like out of the cash box back, and I like didn't record it at all. Nobody even got mad. Probably because that money was small potatoes compared to what they're actually looking at.
Damn, you're Walter White in the car wash.
I do none of my I do none of my responsibilities of that job. And they love me. They can't believe how much they love me. They love me because I keep my mouth shut and I smile.
It's probably because of your dark charisma.
You know, I was just saying this to somebody. Yeah, dude. It's so easy. It's having a job is so easy. Like literally, if you're quiet and you can be bad at your job if you're quiet. They forget that you're there. They really do.
I mean, yeah, in some ways. Like I'm bad at my job, but I'm not quiet. And I think that's why I get away with it, is because everyone finds me entertaining.
Mistake. Oh, dude, that's my like I was talking like I'm not myself at my job at all. I show up, I clock in, I'm there. It's killing me. And I just like I'm not motivated to like be friends with those people. I was talking to somebody where I was like, yeah, I hate like all my coworkers. Like they all hang out with each other when they're not at work. Like they're all friends with each other. And that crushes my soul to think about. And they're like, why are you like that? That's so weird that you think that that's weird.
No, I mean, after work.
Yeah. Fucking cut it off, dude.
Yeah. No, that's done.
Yeah. But they were telling me that I was being like unusually negative, and I'm like, why do your
No,
job
you
is
would-
not your family?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm friendly with my coworkers like during the hours that we're there.
I'm friendly with some of them.
I chat, make everybody laugh. Everyone loves hearing my my new kooky tale.
My coworkers don't even know that I'm funny.
Yeah.
I don't want to be funny to them. They just do all like literally. I like present myself. They don't even think I have like interests or anything. I just like fucking like go into low power mode at my job, and I love being able to do that. Fuck them. What do I? This is a
I think,
gift.
different kinds of jobs. You have different kinds of survival mechanisms that are going to work.
No, it's every job. It's every job.
Nick, how many different kinds of jobs have you had?
A lot of different kinds of jobs. You kidding? What
A
do you
lot
mean?
of different jobs, but how many different kinds of jobs?
You mean like outside of like customer service?
Yeah.
Primarily customer service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like waiter.
Yeah. Office, you get. If you're fun in the office, you get mileage out of that. If you're like the fun waiter, then you're just wasting people's times and causing problems.
No, I think that I want to exude an energy at any job, I think, where people, they don't dislike me, but they're a little nervous. You know what I mean? They say, I don't know. They say, Nick, he doesn't cause a fuss, but I certainly don't want anything to happen.
Look, all I'm saying is that when whatever happens, I will not be here that day.
Did I work in an office? I'm trying to remember. I know that I must have. Briefly. Don't remember. I feel like I did. I don't know. I don't even remember, man. Like every time I fill out like a work history thing, I lie. I don't have not told the truth.
I feel like when it comes to jobs, you're like a robot who's been wiped.
Every time.
Yeah.
Well, because I never learned
You're
how
just
to
like, I don't remember that.
I never learned how to.
That's funny.
I never learned how to be good at the job in the first place.
Yeah.
So I just moved from like job to job, accruing no experience whatsoever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, at my job, here's the thing. Everyone's bad, but in different ways. So there's like elements of my job that I'm very good at. And those are the most noticeable elements of the job, which is like how you sound on the phone and do you solve people's problems.
Sure.
That I'm great at. The guy next to me gets mad and yells at people all day. To the point where like I have to lean over my cubicle and be like, "Hey, could you please stop yelling at the members? Because my members on my phone can hear you."
I like that guy though.
No, that guy sucks.
I don't know. I think that you have to be. I feel like he's practicing good mental health.
No, because he makes every phone call twice as long because the people get mad at him.
Well, maybe he's not a pushover like some people.
Look, I'm very efficient. People are very happy when they're on the phone. You know what's really funny is I can tell like the old people who live alone, they're losing it. Quarantine is real bad for them.
Definitely.
Because the old men call in, and these are old men I've helped out on the phone like 100 times. And it's always just, you need your balance? What? Okay, here you go. And this guy today, he's like, let me tell you about when my mother came through Ellis Island.
Oh, no.
No, but I like that shit. Here's the thing. If I'm in my own time, no, don't do that shit to me.
Don't tell me about
Yeah,
Ellis Island.
But if I'm getting paid and I would otherwise be doing work, I love hearing old men's stories.
Oh my
He's just
God.
telling me about his different plays. We talked about Beckett.
This man was a playwright?
It's actors, dude.
Oh, that's true. It's true.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. He's like, Waiting for Godot. You ever read that one? I'm like, I have.
Nah, that would make me mad
ruled.
because I'd probably be I want to probably get back to whatever the video games I'm playing on my computer at work. Dude, that is literally even at my own job. That's the entitlement that I feel because like I watch these games. I'm supposed to be like a game master and helping them, but I'm watching movies. Let's be honest. So every time they like ask for a hint, I get on the mic. I'm like, what? What do you want? I don't know. Push it.
I feel like you and I have different kinds of jobs.
Yeah, we got way different jobs. But it's similar. I have to be nice to people, and I'm not nice to them, and you have to,
Yeah.
Well, because I mean, look, the reality of my job is you spend hundreds of dollars on this what is objectively like a really bad experience, like an escape room, like it doesn't work, it's broken, and then I do nothing to even like make you feel like we want you there. Like, and because the other thing is I never played the game, so like I don't even know all the hints because like so
You don't even know how the clues work.
not entirely. I've pieced a lot of it together, but like sometimes they'll ask me if like a puzzle is broken. And I remember the last day I worked, they were asking me if the ballerina puzzle was supposed to like light up, and I said I don't know, do another one, and then didn't. They got out.
They eventually escaped.
Yeah, I was watching a movie. I was not paying attention to what they were doing. Sometimes I'm such a fucking
I am
maniac.
never going to one of these again.
Oh, don't! They're awful. Sometimes I turn the speaker off so I can't hear them.
I mean, here's the thing. Escape rooms, we did one. It was fun. But I could also play one on Steam for $3.
And it works the way it's supposed to.
It does.
Oh, well, VR rooms are going to kill escape rooms. Well, the quarantine is there's not going to be a functioning escape room after this quarantine. And the VR rooms are going to pop up and just completely take them over.
I don't know if we're going to be having VR rooms. People are going to share headsets?
Yeah.
No. Plus, I mean, maybe that's how VR is supposed to be experienced, because I love VR. The games are really fun, but I only want to do it like twice a month.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that often, or at all, actually.
Yeah. Just like, I don't know. It's fun. It's exciting, but it is not relaxing.
You think they're going to start do like VR porn rooms, like heroin dens, where it's like you all you just lay on a bed with like 8 other boys and you all think you're getting your dick sucked?
Well, that was pretty much like, wasn't that like referenced in Inception? And I remember,
is it?
Yeah, like in Inception, there's like dream junkies who like go to places to get hooked up to machines because they can't dream anymore otherwise.
Oh, fuck.
And I remember watching that, being like, "Well, make a movie about that.
That's the better movie.
That's so much more interesting."
Christopher Nolan doesn't know what the good movie is.
Yeah, he does.
He always misses it.
Yeah, like Batman Begins. You watch that, and you're like, "This is boring," and then suddenly he's like abusing cell phones to like fascistly surveil people. And you're like, "Well, there's the movie."
That's the movie.
Yeah, and wouldn't you know?
We love fascist Batman.
Yeah.
It was, again, I could go on and on.
Yeah. I hope that he has the haircut in the next movie.
What? The
The Richard Spencer haircut. That would be so sick.
that would look great on him.
It would.
Dude, have you seen, God, I hope that movie comes out.
I mean, that's what billionaires look like hip tech guys.
Yeah, his car, did you see the photos of the Batmobile? It just looks like a car that like a rich kid bought on a whim. It just looks like the Mad Max car.
Yeah.
It's so sick. It doesn't even resemble a bat. I don't think there's any technology in it. It's just a black car.
Yeah. Do you think that they're gonna have to address the old Wuhan virus now
Oh, they're going to have to.
in it?
They're going to have to.
Yeah. I mean, what if he's fighting like the triads and bats are now the biggest thing they're afraid of?
Well, everybody's afraid of bats.
Yeah,
That's why Batman is reviled. That's why.
Yeah. Everyone's so mad at him. That's why Bane was wearing a mask. Bane was a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And he put the whole city on lockdown, which was good.
Which was in many ways.
That's what people want.
Yeah. All right, Christopher Nolan, you get one.
You want to know why he killed all those football players? Because they were huddled up. It was
Yeah.
already too late.
And because he knew they were getting priority testing, and he's a socialist.
Damn.
Look, woke Bay Bane.
Bane is a woke bay. Bane just like standing in front of town. I was like, actually, sweetie.
Why did he have a Baltimore accent?
No, I was trying to do that.
No, but I've heard people say like his voice sounds retarded in that movie, and people are like, "Is that a Baltimore
Is it
accent?"
supposed to be a Baltimore accent? I didn't get that. Well, yeah, I'm trying to think. Do I know motherfuckers from Baltimore sound like that? That voice was so stupid. It was so funny that
I refused to see that movie.
Yeah, it's not that good. It's retarded. Yeah, that movie sucked. Christopher Nolan doesn't make good movies.
Groundhog grounded superhero shit sucks.
I don't want it. I want to see Batman like being a detective. Like it's like, yeah, he's the world's greatest detective. Who are his enemies? There's a magic crocodile and a zombie that's 10 feet tall. It's like, oh, he's gonna ask questions to defeat those guys.
Yeah.
He's gonna go knocking on doors. Like
He's gonna he's gonna wrestle the singing pig man until he's unconscious and then look around for clues. Then he's gonna wipe for fingerprints.
yeah, dude. Oh fuck!
What I want to do is
what a bastard he is for not killing those things.
Yeah.
It's just like there's literally a half human, half crocodile, and he's like at the police shop. He's like, "Don't worry, he's alive. You guys can take him to jail."
or like the Joker rapes someone until she's paralyzed, and he's like, "Man, if you break out of jail again, I'm gonna be so mad."
But Joker, please stay put. Look at what happened.
Yeah. Look, my best friend's daughter has been raped until she has no legs.
You paralyzed her and raped her, and I think that you should go in timeout for a little bit. You should. I want you to think about what you did.
Even you should be able to say that this got out of hand.
Yeah. I think the funniest thing about that is like after that in the comic, he's like he's having a heart to heart with the Joker, and he's like, we could work together. He's like, why don't you open up to me? Maybe we could help each other. And it's like, kill this man. Please kill him. I don't know why the fucking state won't do it. Like, you would think that he would have been on death row like fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah. Is there no death penalty?
Yeah, actually, it's really funny that like Batman is wiretapping everybody's phones, but he's like, the death penalty is wrong. It's like, okay, what do you believe? None of this shit lines up.
And they're like, but what if you used your billions to open schools to educate criminals so that they don't join gangs? And he's like, no,
I need to beat up cat burglars one at a time.
I need to personally kick the ass of every black person in Gotham.
It's just like, Mr. Wayne, would you like to maybe donate like, money to like the inner city school district, maybe like build like a youth center? He's like, no, I'm building tanks. I'm building tanks in my underground computer lair and doing CrossFit. Leave me alone. I'm building private tanks that I will use to take down no more than 3 individuals at a time. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then he's giving everyone CTE and then just putting them back out on the streets. Batman sucks.
Batman... I mean, look, I love Batman, but I love him because he is retarded. Like my favorite thing about Batman is that he's like the most morally flawed superhero ever. Like he's not a good guy. That's why I like Drunk Batman.
Who doesn't reflect at all on what
not at all.
None at all. There's no doubt. And I like that he's like a billionaire who is also 6'2" and jacked.
So sick.
Just
sick.
Just square. Just a square man.
Yeah, man. I fucking love, and he fucks. He's emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
Batman's a fucking bad dude.
How does he even run his company?
What do they do?
Yeah. What does
Wayne Enterprises do?
I feel like this is like well-tread territory, but also I think it's important to discuss.
No, you're listening to the Kevin Smith podcast. No, I don't. You know what's shocking? I don't know that it is. I don't
Really?
like you would think there would be more, but like I don't. I feel like whenever people like make fun of Batman, it's always like it's kind of dumb. It's not. It's not what true Batman heads would make fun of.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had so many Batman jokes that I won't do them now because comedy's over.
Yeah.
But I was proud of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of my favorite one was like, imagine getting summoned for like jury duty in Gotham. Just like those trials are fucking insane. Like they would be better than going to the circus. You'd be like fingers crossed for jury duty.
Yeah.
So that like, yeah, honey, today I saw today they tried a living god for murder.
Yeah, I listened to the testimony of just a ventriloquist dummy. There was no handler.
And I got to be honest, I don't think he did it. Yeah.
It's like Zax or whatever his name is, and they know exactly how many counts of murder. So, they're like, take off your shirt. All right, that's another 35 counts of murder.
All right, Mr. Enigma, and you've been brought in on charges of stealing the weather. Okay, well, we have... There's absolutely no law that says you can't do that.
So we're going to hope Batman kills you.
Please.
Yep. Nope.
Nope. All right, well...
Not this one either? Okay.
You're on probation.
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus, man.
That'd be funny if they got the Joker Al Capone style. They're just like, you didn't pay your taxes.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh man,
I stand the Joker.
I gotta reread The Dark Knight Returns because that's where we're gonna be soon. Is just like apocalyptic gangs, just killing people on the subway.
Yeah, dude, they're literally mutants.
Mm-hmm.
They have like spikes and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spike teeth.
yeah, dude. People are gonna be filing their teeth down.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
yeah. We should probably do it now. My front teeth, they started separating again. When I was a child, I had a very large gap, and then they fixed it with braces, and now it's starting to come back. So I may as well just lean in.
It sounds like they were trying to, it sounds like you were maybe like some kind of like Harrison Bergeron type. You're like the next stage in evolution, and they had to put dampers on you or whatever the fuck to make you fall in line.
Yeah,
but you were ready to be a toothy little boy. You were ready to be able to have all all your... God, I wish I hadn't done so many drugs. I know there's a word for what I want to say. Doesn't matter.
yeah. Harrison Bergeron is kind of like what comedy is like now.
Yes.
Where it's like, if you're funny, they're like, well, that won't do.
Harrison Bergeron is also kind of a dick, though. Like, that's the whole thing. Is like he shows up on TV and he starts like he just like grabs a woman and starts dancing with her and goes, "I'm the new emperor. I'm the emperor." And everyone's like, "All right, well, this is mixed signals."
Honestly, I don't remember the story, but that sounds very sympathetic to me.
Really?
Yeah, I would love to go on TV and grab a woman and then declare
yourself
things.
mayor.
Yeah.
Harrison Bergeron.
I'm the new MC at Flappers.
Harrison Bergeron is just fucking Barron Trump, dude. They need to start like putting stones on Barron while he sleeps, or else he's gonna be 8 feet tall.
Dude, I am so excited for when Barron's old enough to start doing interviews.
Oh, he's gonna be incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to explain, but like every time I look at a picture of Barron, I feel like he's gonna like defeat Cell or something. Like I just like have this implicit trust in him that he's gonna save us.
He does have like a Hercules type energy.
He does. He really does.
Yeah.
Barron Trump might honestly be like the perfect human specimen.
He's definitely some sort of mythic figure. He either has great strength within him or wisdom.
I want to Photoshop that, like, is it Michelangelo, like that, the drawing of like the man, like the ideal man or whatever?
The Vitruvian Man.
The Vitruvian Man. Barron Trump is the Vitruvian Man, dude.
Yeah.
He completely is.
Mm-hmm.
But
perfect arm to dick ratio.
Yeah, I want to do like a Barron Trump Vitruvian Man, but the background is just like him in Minecraft.
Oh, Barron Trump has to crush Minecraft.
Dude, I bet that we wouldn't even... I would love to see his levels, dude. Mm-hmm. I would love to see what he's been constructing.
Do we have any information on what Barron Trump's hobbies are?
I feel like it is on the record that he likes trains, like no joke.
Yeah. I bet it's like European Train Simulator. And then probably just like he probably just kills women. Like they just give him a woman every couple weeks. And he just kills her.
But not even like sexually, like it's like of mice and men. They just find the woman, they just find the woman with her neck snapped and he's like still petting her. He's like
yeah.
Yeah, I love that he's like Coco the gorilla, but just with like whores. Like... They have to bring another. They try to swap out the woman with like. So they just get like another woman with brown hair, and he's like, "What happened to my other woman?" They're like, "What do you mean other woman, Baron? That's your woman. Mm-hmm.
You love her.
Yeah, you love her.
That's Snowball." I just got a vision of like the same way that like Philly isn't arresting anybody right now. It's like people are waiting for the court of public opinion to open up again so that they can cancel us.
Yeah.
So they're like, I don't even know where to send the paperwork.
Well, I mean, just tweet at the Hard Times.
Don't say that.
All right, sorry. They would do it anyway.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, buy the shirt.
Oh yeah, we should have done that up top. Yeah, please.
We did a little bit.
Did we?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we are selling a very sick fucking shirt.
Nice new logo on the
The
shirt.
Hard Time store. We also have buttons. I think the buttons are $3. And I've not gotten a response, but I'm trying to get them to sell. I want to make these buttons of this photo of Biden I found where he's just grabbing a baby by the dick.
Dude, it looks like he's like. It looks like he and the baby's grundle are like agreeing on something. Like it looks like
It looks like they're making a deal.
right. It looks like there's like a pact being signed.
And the baby's face is perfect. He looks so like just rattled. Yeah, but and I looked into the story behind the photo. Biden doesn't know that baby. That's not like a family member.
It wouldn't make it better if he did.
No, it wouldn't. He's holding that baby like it looks like he's doing the shocker to the baby.
Yes, yes, exactly.
But anyway, I want to make just like 3-inch campaign buttons of that photo. It just says Biden 2020.
Dude.
Oh, I thought
shit
this
sucks.
was funny. So so my dad's doing my taxes, and he's like, "Send me a picture of a check, your driver's license." And I was like, "Okay." So I'm like, "Here's those photos you requested." I sent him a picture of my check, sent him a picture of my driver's license, and I sent him that photo of Joe Biden.
What do they have to say?
He has not responded.
People really don't like that photo.
Yeah, people really don't like that. This is a constant thing with my dad, or like when Bernie lost Super Tuesday or whatever. My dad's like, "So you gonna vote for Biden now?" And I'm like, "No." And now I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, dads hate it when you send them a supercut of Biden smelling little girl's hair.
It's fucking weird. It's objectively weird because like my dad pushes back on. My dad's like a Republican. And he's like, oh, people are out of control. It's the PC left. Like he clearly he's affectionate towards his grandchildren. I'm like, yo, bro, like you, like, so are you. You're not kissing.
You aren't kissing your adult grandchildren on the lips.
On the lips. You're not kissing anybody on the lips.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even
Except
kids.
your wife, goddammit.
It's fine. You shouldn't be kissing kids on the lips.
Don't kiss kids on the lips. We shouldn't have to say it.
Yeah, it's rude.
I love that Alyssa Milano is fucking completely. Did you see this shit? I think I posted in the boys chat. Like she's like, Me Too needs to understand that like with men also deserve due process, and it's like, fuck, are you like now? Like there's a credible rape threat against a fucking like an establishment politician, and that's who you're choosing to be like, well, we need to be more careful with.
I think they're going for like the Buffalo Bill Hannibal Lecter thing, where they're like, who can get in his mind? Another rapist. Get old Touchy Joe out of the basement.
Yeah, I would love to see them wheel out Joe just in that mask, just hands restrained so he can't grab any children's dicks. Like.
He doesn't even have like the breathing things over his mouth. So it's like, where are those? It's like, we just seal him up because he kept finding smaller and smaller baby dicks to fit through him.
Like, you know that scene where Hannibal escapes like wearing the other guy's face? It's that, but Joe just has like a 5-year-old's panties like over his nose. He's just like crawling through the vents.
Crawling through the vents, just wearing a skin suit made out of hymen. He's just the softest feeling man. Oh man.
Fucking Jesus.
Ugh.
What a fuck. Well, we're fucked.
Yeah. Man, things are so wild. You didn't even get mad at me for disrespecting the president.
Oh, shit. When'd you do that?
I said that he's a rapist, so Joe Biden has to...
It was marginal. It was marginal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. Okay, next I'm gotta be. Damn, dude. I need to have like.
I need to get you a whistle,
I do. I need to blow a whistle every time you disrespect the president.
or anyone does.
I need a watchdog account. I need some every time. Every time somebody disrespects Donald Trump, I need an email. I will use up my Gmail space in like 2 days.
Every time an e-girl disrespects the president, Dunzo.
Mm-hmm. I'll be like, I'm triangulating your location right now. I'm gonna be at your door anywhere from somewhere within the next 3 hours to let you know what you did. The severity of what you did disrespecting the office.
And I'm going to have you sign this letter saying that you understand.
Yeah.
Look, I know a lot about women, and possibly the thing I know for sure the most is that women love when you show up to to their house with their social media content printed out. That's one thing they love.
I'm going to call up that law firm and just try to sue like another private citizen for disrespecting the president. Just like see what I can get.
They're going to be like, well, that's every aspect of that is not what we do.
I'm like, so you're saying I don't have a case? And they're like, well, we're not saying that. like let us look into it.
Yeah, although like the stuff about like not letting us inform each other if we're sick, they were like, we don't think you have a case for that.
That's
like,
crazy,
okay.
dude.
It's like, yeah, I guess that's not illegal.
But the loopholes are fucking time sheet violations.
Yeah, you'd better not say one word to me about work while I'm walking to my break.
I mean, that I love. I would fucking, dude, honestly, if people at my job did that to me on break, I would call up the law firm immediately. Because as we've demonstrated, do not talk to me for any reason at work. Don't even like, dude, if you show up to my job and you see that I'm busy eating and you ask me if I work there, I'm suing you.
You are shooting them.
I'm going to shoot you right I'm going to shoot you right through the face if you ask me if I can help you, and I will say the law is on my side. As blood fills your vision.
You just completely misunderstand. You just shoot their head off and you're like, hey, Castle Doctrine.
Castle.
People are like, what?
They're shell-shocked from the sound of the gun. And I'm just like, I'm standing my ground right now. I unload a full clip into a mother who just wants to know when the room is open. And I'm just like, that is not my job. Oh, fuck.
What you got to do is build your own escape room next door that has somewhat higher stakes.
Yes.
And then if people do that, you say, well, let me take you to the special room.
Yeah.
And what's in there? Well, it's an exact recreation of the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Who's headlining? Old Nick.
I thought you could say Dat Fan.
Oh, man. What's that fan going to do now?
Yo, let's get Dat Fan on Coward Hour.
Hell yeah.
We could do it.
We could probably get him.
Right now, in all of this, fuck it, we'll pay him. We'll give him like $50. Fuck it.
I feel like, I mean, with how wild celebrities are getting, like needing to be on Zoom all the time, I feel like we could get some guests we couldn't ordinarily.
I'm not joking about getting Dat Fan.
Specifically Dat Fan. We're like, yes, our big get. And then we just stop there.
Yeah, Dat Fan is the last episode.
We don't even make it an even 100.
Definitely not.
We're just like, all right, what? 89, Dat Fan? Sounds good to me.
Dat Fan. Mm-hmm. Bro, we're getting Dat Fan.
Oh, yeah. All right.
All right, well, guys, next, listen up. Next episode, make sure you tune in.
Yeah. Folks, we got Dat Fan.
We're going to get Dat Fan.
Mm-hmm. All right, is that it?
I think that's it. I feel like that's it.
Knock, knock, open up, it's me, the crazy, shady, faded fucker, so rock the G's. See a lady, make a baby, lead her on in peace. peace. Only time I give a fuck is for my own release. That's why I own these streets. Straight up portfolio showing growth. Fuck a pay cut. Yeah, you know I stay slut. Catch me in the spot looping up for the self suck. Oh fuck, I busted already. I'm coming bucket so heavy. My dream of cream coming steady. Now my mouth open, I'm ready. I'm talking solo heavy petting on a Friday night. Not talking bashing the bishop, more like Nantucket's delight. I'm taking all the time I need to do it just right. Got my candles in the fishnets cause it's on tonight. Oh that's right, it's time to fillet. No need to debate me. I suck until I go ooh wee and spray my white pee. I got that ski.